Hello. He doesn't want to talk to me. Alright, fair enough. Rapture radio. Eco time. Tea off for flavor. Still a beautiful place. Even after everything. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's one of Atlas's goons. Now we can either go there. Because I assume this doesn't open. It does not. Well, that limits where we're going, alright.
Suchong, what the hell were you thinking? Drinkable plasmids? We're burning through 10 times the amount of atom compared to the injectables. And if you fail to notice, them sea slugs ain't exactly growing on trees. Switch back to the injectables and let the eggheads in marketing worry about selling it to the chumps.
Yeah, because who cares about pain, right? Unreliable, unstable. Launching option to be removed. Future models. Future models. Hello? We've yet to only really see one Big Daddy in this game. Imagine we'll soon run into some more. Who doesn't see the ace in the hole first? Not found in genetics. I don't really want to know what we're gonna see. Here we go. Prototype Vita chamber. That was the respawning system in BioShock 1 and 2. Fantastical restoration properties. With stage 1. All chambers must be tuned to Andrew Ryan's specific genetic frequency. Huh?
Mr. Monster's mean. Scary. Stay away from him. He's scary.
Look, it's okay. He can't hurt anyone.
Scary.
Shh. Shh. Can you move? Can you just move a little bit for me? Don't... I don't know how to help you. I don't.
Scary.
No, he's just hurt. He just needs somebody to figure out how to fix him. Maybe there's some... I don't know. Is there some documentation for him around here or something? Right. Look who I'm asking.
They're not exactly very chatty. Right. Need to try to fix him somehow. Maybe back where those suits were hanging? Could be something to possibly fix him. Yeah, the hydraulic fluid thing. It's been removed there. we can't grab this, no.
Encoded. Big Daddy will not imprint. If not imprint, what good is he to little sister? She no like him. He no like her. Situation is impasse. Unacceptable.
I don't like the noises. I mean, I know it's pretty unstable at the moment where everything's going on, but... No genetic link, no goddamn causality. And there's the hair sample. Where is Suchong, though?
If stupid beasts had half brain, they would realize they need little sister to live. Sisters secrete only kind of atom that is genetic match for them. No little sister, no Big Daddy.
I guess that's it. Some horrible symbiosis, twisted connection.
Scary, 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 scary.
I've got to do something.
Big monster sick. Big monster
It's okay.
sick.
It's okay. Please. I don't know how to help him. He needs Adam. I don't have any of that. I don't know what to
Monster's
do.
going to die. Not fair. We can help. Help.
The lion with a thorn in its paw. Now you protect your cubs and keep them safe. You okay, Big Daddy? And little sisters? This would be beautiful if they weren't so horribly twisted. Suchong, what have you done? Reconditioning. What's in this door?
Is that your puppy? She's very pretty.
Thank you, Papa Suchong.
Break her neck for me.
What?
Break that sweet puppy's neck.
No, please.
Break that puppy's neck. Would you kindly?
No. No.
Very good.
God, there are so many monsters here. This... They all deserve to die. They all deserve to die screaming.
Suchong, of all the things I know this. It is in your power to be a different man. What can Ryan take from us that we have not already sacrificed at the altar of discovery? They are children, little sisters, and yes, they will forget. But you and I won't. The memories of what we have done fade only with the dimming of all lights. Tenenbaum.
Is this where the ace? I'm beginning to suspect rather strongly that I know what exactly the ace in the hole is. Or at least what has something to do with.
Plasmid 255. Dr. Suchong, client Ryan Industries. Very frustrating day. I can't seem to get the damn Big Daddies to imprint on the little brats. The protection bondage is just not forming. Get away. Maybe if I modify the genetic sequence to... sequence to allow for... Get away, you filthy little shit! What? What are you doing? Get back! Get back!
A fitting end for a horrible monster. One down.
There's the ace. This is it. This is the ace in the hole. All the pain and all of the death for this.
There's a lot more to it, Elizabeth. A lot more to it. At least he's dead. Good riddance. Yeah, free clinic, alright. Gatherer's Gardens. Sally.
Hey, sister. Over here.
Alright, Atlas. Now hold up your end of the bargain.
Do you have it?
I have it.
Give it over then. I'm keen to get this brat off me hands.
Give her to me first. Why are we always forced to do these things?
You know what? Andrew Ryan said I was a rube. But he was wrong. I'm not the rube, Atlas. You are. Now, we both know what happens next. Just get it over with.
Well, love, if you insist. What is this? It's just a bunch of gibberish. What does this say, you little whore? Hey! What does this say?
It says... Would you kindly...
We've got the activation phrase. Now all we've got to do is get that genetic freak of nature on an airplane, and Rapture's ours. Yeah!
A slave obeys.
They say to save one life is to save the world entire. It is you who are their savior.
You little nothing!
I can see all the doors. And what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, incredibly, I see him.
Mon amour, des mots de tous les jours. Et ça me fait quelque chose.
Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, l'a juré pour la vie. Et dès que je l'aperçois,
And so we come full circle. BioShock Infinite Burial at Sea doesn't only lead us back to Rapture, it shows us how it all started. Elizabeth saw all the doors, she knew what was going to happen and she knew what she needed to do. And though the cost was high, was her own life, she led to Jack, which led to the destruction of Atlas or Fontaine, and led to his death, and to the saving of all the little sisters. But what I find a bit of a shame is that this DLC, this story, didn't even hint at or even mention BioShock 2. There were more to this story that has been completely left aside. Delta, Sophia Lamb, all those little sisters, Eleanor, none of it was even mentioned. The same team didn't make BioShock 2 that made BioShock 1 and BioShock Infinite, but it is still a big part of the story, that and Minerva's Den. What the story really does is it makes me start wondering, what was it all for? Where did this all lead? What was the point of it all? Think back to the end of BioShock Infinite and Elizabeth talking about all the doors and everything possible that could happen for it to end like this.
You ready? Yep. See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise from a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me. See the marketplace in old Algiers. Send me photographs and souvenirs. Just remember, when a dream appears, you belong to me. And I'll be so alone without you.
Maybe you'll be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember till you're home again, you belong to me. I'll be so alone without you. Maybe you'll be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember till you're home again, you belong to me.
Great.
Yeah?
I think you got it.
Can I clap?
That was pretty beautiful. So many things happen at the end of BioShock Infinite. So many possibilities open themselves up. And what Elizabeth at the end decided to do with it all was go to Rapture and make BioShock 1 happen. And that doesn't feel that satisfying. I loved the character of Elizabeth, which is part of why it felt wrong to always have to do these things as Elizabeth. Walk into these obvious traps, trust people that are going to betray you, end up in this position where you end up being taken advantage of. She had such possibility, and in the end, what happened to her was that she died just for the benefit of another story. I thought the story of BioShock Infinite was really interesting, and the questions it raised were something worth thinking about. And to, in the end, see it all just become a prequel to the very first game makes it have less power. The ending was beautiful, and the idea of all the quantum universes and alternate realities was interesting, and even if it wasn't all perfect and they were flawed and there were some questionable plot decisions to why things happened, I still feel like it was strong and it deserved its own story. It didn't just deserve to be a prequel. I'm glad they connected the storylines because it's an interesting connection between the two games, but I can't help but feel that BioShock Infinite is a weaker storyline because of it. I think the games are both stronger individually. I can't help but feel that BioShock Infinite would have been a better game if it wasn't shackled to the name BioShock. I think it would have been better if it stood on its own. If it didn't have that need to have to connect them somehow, and they had to make up plans for the tiers to see each other and so on. I don't know, was that really the plan from the very beginning, or was that something they decided to put in because they wanted to build on the successful BioShock name? The story of Booker and Elizabeth and Infinite Realities and the flying city in the sky, it was super interesting, and it could have stood on its own. It would have been really cool. And Rapture on its own was interesting. BioShock 1 was really cool. It's a fantastic game. And that world is interesting. Did we really need to have a connection between the two? We got Burial at Sea from it, and that was an incredibly enjoyable experience. But in my mind, I keep thinking that if those two had been individual games by the same company, without any sort of connection, you would have been able to see that they could really do interesting worlds. I feel like the connection between them was almost forced. And that, like I said, they are both a little bit weaker for it. Because now, BioShock Infinite, in the end, all it really did was lead so that BioShock 1 could happen. And BioShock 1 would never have happened if not for BioShock Infinite. They don't stand as strong alone anymore. But I think the fact that I'm considering these storyline connections so much and giving such thought to it speaks to how good the games are and how much they made me care. The BioShock series is incredibly good. It is up there with my favorite game series of all time, and the games individually are awesome. And I love them and recommend them strongly to anyone who cares about story in their games. They're not perfect, but they're games worth experiencing. And so we've seen the end. And we've seen the middle. So I guess it's about time to see the beginning. Until next time, goodbye.